TVC News live from our headquarters here in Lagos, Nigeria. And I see I have Chris Kende Wadu and Paul Dada. Babajide Kolade Otitoju is somewhere, the state capital, the country's capital, Abuja.
Yeah.
We spoke before.
The seat of power.
Seat of power. Started. Okay. It is a fact that Nigeria is battling economic hardship, hence the need for more austerity measures to break even. As such, President Bola Tinubu has slashed the number of people for international and local travels by 60%. Presidential spokesperson Ajuri Ngelale said the directive is part of the cost-cutting measures for the administration. Let's hear from Ajuri.
His Excellency President Bola Tinubu has, by his most recent directive, approved a massive cost-cutting exercise that will cut across the entire federal government of Nigeria and the offices of the President himself, the Vice President, and the office of the First Lady. It will be conducted in the following fashion. One, the official trips that will be undertaken within the country, that is, when Mr. President or the Vice President travels to any state within the country, the massive bills that accrued due to allowances and ESTA code for security detail coming from Abuja, going and traveling into those states, will be massively cut due to the directive of the President that the security outfits within states, whether it be police, DSS, or branches of the military, will frontline his protective detail when he travels to those states.
Paul, let me start from you. It has always been the issue of this recurrent expenditure. Anytime we look at the budget spending every year, and recurrent expenditure will fall under salaries, all these allowances and everything. And Mr. President is taking a look at it now and looking at it and looking at the number of people that will be going on foreign trips and local trips, their per diem and their allowances. So looking at this now, cutting up 60% of this as broken down by Ajuri now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will say, yes, we are moving towards somewhere.
Honestly, this is one of the best news that's coming from Nigeria recently. You know, we've always accused our political leaders. I mean, people are, a lot of Nigerians are
complain about the convoy,
exactly,
complain about the number of people that follow Mr. President.
All of that.
You know,
and it's not as if those accusations are not reasonable. But President Bola Tinubu is showing that it's very different this time. And I think even those in the opposition should acknowledge this. We should not be politicizing everything. This, the man in power, the nation's health man, cut down expenses by 60%. That's remarkable, and he should be commended for that. Not only that, the number of persons that will be following him, on foreign trips, respect to 20, VP 5, First Lady 5, Ministers 4, CEOs of agencies 2. That's within for foreign trips. For local trips, President is restricted to 55 persons, VP 15 persons, First Lady 10 persons. And one other wonderful thing, one of the wonderful developments is that the President says, look, even the security of the state I'm going can also be part of instead of going with the whole security from Abuja. I think it's scary because it saves a lot of money. Now, those people, public officials who think that, okay, public, trips, now a way for them to make some change and have some money and all of that come in form of extra costs and all of that. Now they know that the thing has changed. It's something we need to present, we need to commend. Now, one thing is, I want this to go across the country. I think governors should take a cue. They should learn from it. Many times we focus on, many times we just focus on the center. As if it's
Mr.
only...
President is cutting by 60%.
Yeah, why can't governors do the same if they are visiting local governments or they are visiting other states and all of that?
Other countries.
Yeah, even other countries. Why even shouldn't local government or chairmen, even at their level, also try to save costs, find a way of cutting down costs. We need money, lot of money. And this is a very good gesture. It's a very good development from the president.
Yeah.
It is not surprising to me because in my language, in Igbo, we say, you start from the money to know a market where a lot of good things are going to be sold. This is not the first time. We are just saying, no, the president caught. When the president started it during the United Nations conference, people have forgotten.
Yes. When he announced that it's only
the president, for the first time since 1999, announced that if you have nothing to do with that conference, don't follow me. I don't want to see you there.
He appointed somebody to stream.
Now he went ahead to even appoint a special advisor to be able to monitor most of these things within the ministry. Yes, all those things. And at a point, when the climate change conference, a lot of people thought, the president had dropped the ball. When we saw the number of entourage that went to that conference, that climate change, I think in Dubai or whatever, people said, but I know that the federal government came out to be able to state the number of people that were part of the federal. But coming out with this, finally, I think, even to his greatest critics, the president has shut their mouth. It's a fact. Because even those criticizing and being in opposition and saying all sorts of things will not do what he has done.
Yeah, true.
They will not do what he has done now. Let us look at the parties, even parties before, those before him, whether in the opposition or former political party, whether PDP or whatever you call yourself. You need to see the advanced party of the president. I have been in a state when the president visited. The first advanced party that came, the number of aircraft that came to that state before the president landed.
That's true.
Bagbier. And that has been so consistent. They move the seat of power. But we will not be able to blame because we also borrowed. I'm talking about the presidential system. Most of the time, some of these things we borrowed from the United. If you see the president of the United States of America moving, to be our own, the president of America moved with his own vehicle. You know that now.
That beast.
The beast. Anywhere the president of America, where they can afford it. Why? America get dollars. We are having issues. And when we are talking of cutting off costs, the president is showing the example. That is what we have been saying. Once the leadership show example, you'll be rest assured that even those that followed, the little ones like us, we have no reason. So the president is showing in practical terms. And I hope, just as my brother said, that the governors, if you see the convoy of a governor, not traveling, there was a time I was in a state, the convoy of a governor almost killed me. I'm saying it with all sense of humility. The convoy of a governor practically killed me because I was just coming on the opposite direction. I didn't, or like that of the president, where they will clear the road. The governor they don't clear road for God. The next you just see 2 or 3 motorcycles, those big motorcycles. The next thing they drove in. We should commend the president because he is not only, he's not just saying it, he is doing it. And it would be a shame that other political holders, even local government, go and check out the convoy of a local government chairman. In fact, a councillor. Go and check out the convoy of a councillor. The number of policemen that follow councillor. The president has said now, if I'm coming to your state, provide security for me.
That's it.
I will no longer carry all
of my.
So the duty of securing the president is now behold on the state he is visiting. And that is, so personally, I need to commend the president. And not just the president. Yes, the president takes decision, but I also believe that there are some people around him who are also working with him, who are trying to tell the president, probably we should go this way and go there. He has said, with the one that will come after him now, will he increase the 60%? He won't now. It's not possible. So, Mr. President, keep on doing what you are doing. We are watching. Where you get it right, we'll praise you. Where you don't get it right, as far as journalists is concerned, journalist on is concerned, we'll talk about it.
We're trying to block the loopholes.
Yeah.
Because the poverty is so pervasive across the land, and those loopholes and those excesses, it's no longer business as usual. That the government must be able to, be accountable and show people leadership that, look, we are also making sacrifices instead of
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Nigerians continue to make sacrifices. So with move like this.
Yeah.
Nigerians will say what we've been hearing all this while is Nigerians manage things with the ego better. That they've been hearing that for long. that, okay, you're asking us to adjust, all of that. What about you that are leading us? And you see, a leader is somebody who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. You must go the way yourself. And I think...
Walk the talk.
Yeah, walk the talk.
Walk the talk.
A lot of people wag their tongue at the president, you know. They criticize the president, and they should criticize him where he's wrong. But many of them don't show that sense of nobility in their places. Okay, look at, for example, let me give an example. We are hearing of palliatives and all of that from the federal government and all of that. How many private companies are giving palliatives to their workers? I mean, just by, you understand what I'm saying? I work in a company where we have been given, where we given palliative, but not so many people are doing it.
We don't collect your palliative. You don't collect palliative.
No. Palliative on the part of the management.
And that's what I'm saying. You'll be collecting
management. What I'm trying to say.
Okay, I have big guys calling us from Abuja. Thank you for joining us, Bunga.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, good evening.
I want to comment on the issue of APC that's taking Governor Adeleke to court. That's the right thing to do.
Okay.
Let them go and provide the evidences in court, and then let the court decide. That is better than coming on television, maligning the government, or kind of trying to demean the first of the government policies. Like now, people are saying that the president has converted APC member into commissioner and
Bunga, are you there? I think Bunga is saying that it's good that
He also went ahead. He also went.
Go and prove it that man, that individual is a card-carrying member of a political party.
Yeah, but that does not obviate the need for us as journalists and commentators to castigate a political office holder who is doing the wrong thing. If truly that person is, what's his name? If it's truly a PDP member, it's wrong. Wrong is wrong. It's morally wrong. You understand? It's morally wrong, and it's against the rules. So you can't say we shouldn't talk about it. It's not. We are not trying to undermine any governor. If a governor does well, we will praise that governor. If a governor does wrong, we will condemn. We will criticize that government.
So go back to cutting costs.
Yeah.
Cutting this cost, it's important. Yeah. Ministers too, from ministers to judges to National Assembly members.
we've said it a while that a leader lead from the front. Oh. You don't lead from the back. A leader lead from the front.
So the president should do something about
now, it is now what the presidents have done now. What the president
of the House of Representatives.
What the president have done. Now. What the president have done is within the armies of the executive, which is why he supervised. Okay. He's talking of ministers. He's talking of those in the ministries. He's talking of the vice president. He's talking about the first lady. Those are within the executive. We are now looking forward to what the National Assembly will do. We've been saying it time and time again, where they decide to buy 150 million, 160 million SUV for themselves, for the roads that we destroyed, according to them, for them to be able to fly. We want to see that level of sensitivity. I saw what some of them did to the victims of I think the Kaduna massacre and the rest of them, where the Nigerian military struck. Nigerians commended them, but they can still do more. They can cut down on the excesses. This is the time when you talk of, you cannot be telling Nigerians to tighten their belt. While you are losing, our leaders are losing their own. We cannot be continuing to tighten our own while you are losing your own. So the president is showing the example. If the president of the federation said that, in as much as is my constitutional right, what he has done, he doesn't have to do it. And that's the part. We should take that. What the president has done, constitutionally, he has been given the number of aides that will follow him to anywhere he's going. He has been given the number of security people that will follow him. He has been given the number of aides that will follow him. But he, on his personality, said, no. And he did it when he was, like, I continue referring back to Lagos. The governor, when he was the governor of Lagos State, Governor Tinubu was one governor that at any given point in time, you will not see with this kind of people. He's somebody that you always see him. If you see his convoy, in fact, it was from his convoy that I know that a governor can stop at, traffic light. It was Governor Tinubu. For the first time, we start seeing Foshola, we start seeing the other governors doing that. So he has been showing this example. So what he has taken to the federal level is to tell people that gone are the days where all these SSCs, we are talking about cutting down on costs, we are talking about the problem Nigerians are having, we are finding Nigerians have. We also on our own should show good example. I have cut my own aids by 60%. Please, he's just blink. I know he will not take the National Assembly, but what he's just doing is sitting down. Let me see what to do other people on the district.
Now, I cannot afford to buy full tank now.
You are talking of full tank. AY.
Your generator.
AY. You are talking of full tank. Here we discussed a few days before the Christmas. Why are we not discussing the issue of flight here? I could not afford to fly. That was why I decided to flying from Lagos to Owerri during the Christmas was over 200,000. One-way trip. How much is it? One way now? How much is the salary of a male journalist? How much at the end? Then I will go. And you know that it's only Christmas that Igbo people like us go home. We must go to the village. It is normal. So if for me to go by flight and spending $500,000, how much I will come spend for village? I decided to go by road. Despite
when you get to the village, they think you have brought.
No. That's why they say when I reach the village, they must say my son, welcome now. So things are difficult for us. So I so much thank the president, but I hope that this will be now cut across all our leaders too, so that they can be able to see reason and know that the poor man is difficult for the poor man.
All right, and finally, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) is tightening its news on public officers under investigation regarding corrupt allegations